Hi, I've already recorded this video, but my head was only visible from here down. I recorded half an hour and you can't even see me. Honestly, I would be happy if about half of the songs on this list won. I'm very obsessed with Eurovision. So I decided that I would just record my ranking video because I love watching everyone else's ranking videos. I don't know how to put all the footage of the songs in, so I'm just going to talk instead because that's too much technology and I don't technology. Disclaimer. It's not really a disclaimer, it's not dramatic. This is my ranking system from the first time I ever listened to the songs. So I waited, it was very hard, when I waited until every song was out and then I listened to the playlist of every single Eurovision entry, one after another, and I ranked each song out of 100. I've tried to make this based only on my first impressions of listening to the song. Because when you watch Eurovision, for the majority of people, they're listening to each song for the first time and giving a ranking based on one listen. So I wanted to know what my thoughts were on one listen to the song. Just because they're far down the list doesn't mean I dislike them. Genuinely, this list changed so many times and songs moved up and down by 10 rankings and I found it so hard. My 39th place is Georgia. I like the song, I think it's very different, and I like different. Eurovision needs some more different. It's not at all what anyone suspected. It's not what anyone expected. Oh gosh, I haven't even had coffee. But it's a really pleasant song and his voice sounds nice. And yeah, it's just not wow for me. You know, it's 38th place is Poland. This song is also kind of not a wow song for me. This felt like, if this had been in Eurovision 10 years ago, I would have loved this song. It reminds me very much of the songs I bopped to at discos as a kid. My 37th place is Estonia. I really like the singer, I think his voice is great, but the song is okay. That's all I have to say. Next place is Portugal. Portugal always sends something different and I love that, and this song is different. It's not what I was expecting from Portugal or any country in Eurovision, and I appreciate that. I like the song, it's pretty, but it's not my style of song, you know? Having said that, the dress rehearsals really surprised me. I'm not sure what it was about the staging, but I loved the song a lot more. But this is the ranking based on the first time listening, so it's in 36th place. And next up, first time listening to it, Ukraine. It wasn't my style of song. It's definitely not the style of song I would normally listen to. This is why I love Eurovision. You know, a style of music you've never listened to can be your favourite song. And I love that. Next up is Moldova. This one, I love the song. I think it's a great song. It's fun. The music video is so weird. It's brilliant. It's Eurovision. The staging could really make this song. Moldova has done some brilliant staging and I want to see something brilliant from them. Next up is Denmark. This is not the song anyone was expecting from Denmark, but I love it. It doesn't make me feel nostalgic because I wasn't born in the 80s. It's 80s or 70s. Basically, I'm quite new to the world, but it does make me feel nostalgic for Stranger Things, maybe, and it does make me want to get up and dance. I do regularly try and sing along, even though I don't know what any of the words are. Next up is Norway. I know I put this one quite far down the list, and I'm trying so hard not to put it down this far because I wanted another song to win, but overall it doesn't grab me as much. It's a fine winner, it's a fine song, the staging is so Eurovision and we need some of that. Because so far, just first time listening to the songs, there hasn't been enough Eurovision, you know? It's got angels, it's got devils, it's got an angel with sunglasses. It's what we need. Next up is Serbia. I am shocked I put this one so low. I loved their song last year. I regularly sing along to this one. Also don't know the words, but it sounds beautiful. I think their stage presence is amazing, and they could do something really great on stage. This one is quite far down from first listen, but I think that performed live, it will come up a long way. Next up is Slovenia. I love a ballad. I love a ballad at Eurovision. I really love her voice. She's got a powerful voice, and I really feel like she has a message she wants to give you in the song, and maybe like I don't connect to the message as much, but I feel like she does, and I appreciate it for that. Next up is Ireland, and I am a tiny bit Irish, a tiny bit, so I feel really bad for putting this song down the list, but first time listening to the song, it didn't grab me as much. I couldn't remember the tune. However, I think this song could do really well. Next up is Belgium. I really love how much this song is its own style, and it's not necessarily the style of music that I would listen to, so that's why it's not at the top, but I can completely understand why anyone might find it their favourite. Like, it's really beautiful and haunting and strong. It just doesn't happen to be my style. Next up is Croatia. I have no idea why I put this one so low, because this is one I dance to the most. I really like a Eurovision song that I can lip sync along to and feel like a pop star. You know? I love all the singing, all dancing pop divas of Eurovision, and this song gives me that. I can perform this song to my sofa. The Croatian sounds amazing. I kind of wish the whole song was in Croatian. It sounds so good. Her outfit was amazing. Her voice is amazing. Yeah, this one I love. Next up is Czech Republic, whose song I also loved. This is by far my favourite music video. It's just amazing, and it fits his charismatic, kind of effortless style. He's the kind of performer who feels like he needs to be on a stage, but he's not at all worried about being there. It's so natural for him, and that's what I want in a performer. I feel really bad even if it's a great song, if the singer looks so scared that they don't want to be there. I would feel guilty voting for them because I'd have to make them sing again. Next up is Azerbaijan. I loved Cleopatra last year, so this one, I had really high expectations for it. And listening to it, it felt very similar to last year's. She's an amazing performer. The music video looks brilliant. I think she'll be great live. For normal viewers who haven't listened to every song obsessively, this one will be great and powerful, but for me, it feels too much like last year. Next up is North Macedonia. I said I love a ballad and I love a musical theatre song, and this one is that. His voice is amazing. It's just so over the top in the best way. It's so big and I love it. Next up is Israel. Again, this is a song that last year I loved, and her voice is incredible. The high notes, they will be amazing, and I'm blown away by her voice. She's a natural performer. She's a great dancer. She's literally great at everything. Next up is Bulgaria. I really slept on this the first time I listened through. The staging looks amazing, and if the staging goes well and her voice sounds great live, this song could really do well. This could be top 10 easily. Next up is Finland. Love Finland. They always send us something different. I appreciate them because we need a little bit more variety sometimes, and I love a rock song. It's not normally the songs that grab me, it's not the ones I vote for, but this is a great song. It's got some strong emotions. The staging at the final worked with it. And next is the Netherlands. This song, there's something really powerful about this song. And the music video is beautiful, and I think this is one of them that performed live on stage is going to be way more powerful. This is my dark horse. I think this is the one that's going to blow people away on the night. Next up is Latvia. I love her, she's amazing, she's a great performer, a great singer. I think it's way better than last year's song. She's exceeded herself, and I loved last year's song. It's Eurovision in the best way. Next up is the UK. If you haven't guessed, I'm from the UK. I'm trying not to be biased, but I'm just so happy that we have a song that I can be vaguely proud of. It's not an amazing song, it's not gonna win, but this is way better than I expected. Next up is Sweden. This one is so high just because I love the singer. I think his voice is... The song is good, but he is what makes it. He's such a charismatic performer. He's another person who's just born to be on the stage. Next up is Italy. This is the song I never knew I needed. I love this band now. They're just so cool and effortless, and it gets stuck in my head all the time. This one could win and I would be happy. It's like in my 15th place or something, but if it wins, I will understand it. Next up is Cyprus. I know that this song is kind of in the same style as Fuego, but it's different enough to be its own song, and I think this could be amazing live. I was kind of worried that she wouldn't be a stronger singer, especially if she's dancing as much as in the music video, but I've seen the dress rehearsal footage and I think this one is gonna do really well. Next up is Lithuania. I will admit, as much as I appreciated their song last year, I wasn't a massive fan of it, but this one, I love it way more. It's just exciting and the dancing, amazing. I need to learn the dance. Next up is Albania. I have been sleeping on Albania's entries for a long time. I've realised I don't normally appreciate them enough. But this is the year that I realised how beautiful Albanian is. I love this song, her voice is amazing, the dresses in the music video are beautiful. I've listened to this song so many times. Next up is Switzerland. I put this quite far down compared to everyone, but first time through it didn't blow me away as much. I think it's because he is such a good performer live. You can't capture that in a studio. Now I get it. I am fully converted. And following that is another French entry, France. I think I don't normally appreciate French as a beautiful language, but this song is so French and I love it. Next up is Romania. I wasn't a massive fan of her entry last year, so I was very surprised how much I loved this song. I can't explain why. Maybe it's a year of lockdown, but the message I connect to and her voice sounds great. Next up is another one that might be controversial, Austria. I love this song. First time through I thought it was beautiful and so powerful. I was not expecting a ballad after last year, but I love it. And another kind of controversial song, maybe, Germany. It's just so fun. It's Eurovision and it's so much fun, and there's dancing and the music video is brilliant and amazing, and he is just such an excited performer and it's lovely to watch, and I think he's got so much stage presence that he's going to change people's minds on the day. Next up is San Marino. From this point on I genuinely could not work out who would be my winner. This song is amazing, I was not expecting this. Even without Flo Rida in it, I was not expecting anything this song gave me, but I appreciate it. The music video is beautiful and arty in the best way, and the song is just a bop. Next up is Iceland. I love this song. Last year Iceland was my winner, by far. I love this more than every other song, so it would be pretty hard to top my feelings about last year's song. It might be similar in style, but they have such a cool style. Doing anything different would have been a disaster. Next up is Spain. I know not everyone loves this song, but for me, it's beautiful. His voice is incredible. The Spanish is beautiful. It makes me cry, and I love it. Next up is Australia. I loved her last year. To be honest, I've loved pretty much every song Australia has sent. This one is my favourite they've sent. It's just so fun and different. It's one of those that's a bit out there. You either like it or you don't. And first time through, I loved it. And on a similar note, next up is Russia. I was not expecting this from Russia, and I love it. This song should not work. It's like 5 songs in one, and I don't listen to any of the styles in this song, but altogether it's like the most exciting song. I think that's what I felt the first time through. It was like adrenaline. It was like I was performing with them. It was so fresh and different, and it was nothing Russia has ever sent before, and I love it. And next up, I'm really sad to put her number 2, Malta. Her voice is incredible. The song is amazing. I know she'll be great on the night. This song could win, and I would love it to. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. So that makes my number 1 choice, Greece. This song is everything I wanted and more. I was so excited by it. I think Stefania has an amazing voice, and I'm fully convinced she will be incredible live. And that's why it's so high for me. Any of them could be a winner, and I would be happy, and I love that. So yeah, that's the end of my list. If you have made it this far, thank you. I have no idea how long this will be. This is the second time I recorded it through, and last time it was over half an hour long, and I'm not sure how many mistakes I'm going to be editing out, but it's going to be a long video. So if you watched all the way, thank you. If you want to watch me ramble about Eurovision excitedly again, leave me a message or a like. I would love to talk to some more Eurovision fans. There are not enough Eurovision fans in the UK, and it makes me so sad. So yeah, hi, if you're here. Give me any suggestions, I'll make any video. I will learn how to make videos. I'm new, but I will work it out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!